In the animal kingdom, something big is definitely better, and these animals on our list are definitely some of the biggest out there. Today we're going to take a look at 10 of the largest animals on the planet. Number 1 will forever be the largest animal to have ever existed, that is unless scientists find something to grab its throne. Stay tuned to find out just what that is. With all that said and done, let's begin, shall we? Number 10. The Japanese spider crab. We start things off with an animal not only known for its incredible size, but also by its nightmare-inducing appearance. The Japanese spider crab is a species of marine crab that lives in the waters around Japan. It has the greatest leg span of any arthropod, reaching up to 12.1 feet from claw to claw. The body may grow to a size of 16 in carapace width, and the whole crab can weigh up to 42 pounds, second in mass only to the American lobster among all living arthropod species. The Japanese name for this species is Takaashigani, literally translating to tall legs crab. It also has a unique molting behavior that occurs for 103 minutes, in which the crab loses its mobility and starts molting its carapace rear and ends with molting its walking legs. It's pretty hard to describe in words, so here's a video of it. That is either one of the most amazing things I've seen or one of the more terrifying and disgusting ones. Before we move on, I've got a little challenge for you that'll take 5 seconds to complete. So here's the deal. You just leave a like on this video, smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell, and you will get 25 years of amazing luck. Try it really works. Number 9. The Green Anaconda. A member of the boa family, South America's green anaconda is pound for pound the largest snake in the world. Its cousin, the reticulated python, can reach slightly greater lengths, but the enormous girth of the anaconda makes it almost twice as heavy. Green anacondas can grow to more than 29 feet, weigh more than 550 pounds, and measure more than 12 inches in diameter. They live in swamps, marshes, and slow-moving streams, mainly in the tropical rainforests of the Amazon and Orinoco basins. They are cumbersome on land, but stealthy and sleek in the water. Their eyes and nasal openings are on the top of their heads, allowing them to lay in wait for prey while remaining nearly completely submerged. They reach their monumental size on a diet of wild pigs, deer, birds, turtles, capybara, caimans, and even jaguars. Anacondas are non-venomous constrictors, coiling their muscular bodies around captured prey and then squeezing until the animal asphyxiates. Jaws attached by stretchy ligaments allow them to swallow their prey whole, no matter the size, and they can go weeks or months without food after a big meal. Number 8. The Ocean Sunfish. Resembling a big floating blob, the ocean sunfish, or mola, is the world's largest bony fish. Ironically, as big as the mola can be, it pretty much looks kinda like half a fish actually. They develop their truncated bullet-like shape because the back fin which they are born with simply never grows. Instead, it folds into itself as the enormous creature matures, creating a rounded rudder called a clavus. Mola in Latin means millstone and describes the ocean sunfish somewhat circular shape. They are a silvery color and have a rough skin texture. The mola are the heaviest of all the bony fish, with large specimens reaching 14 feet vertically and 10 feet horizontally, and weighing nearly 5,000 pounds. Mola are found in temperate and tropical oceans around the world. They are frequently seen basking in the sun near the surface and are often mistaken for sharks when their huge dorsal fins emerge above the water. Their teeth are fused into a beak-like structure, and they are unable to fully close their relatively small mouths. Number 7. The Capybara. You thought the beaver was a rodent of an unusual size? The capybara is twice that big, the biggest rodent on Earth actually. These impressive semi-aquatic mammals are found throughout much of northern and central South America, though a small invasive population has been seen in Florida. Capybaras are strong swimmers, with their pig-shaped bodies perfect for life in bodies of water found in forests, seasonally flooded savannas, and wetlands. Their toes are partially webbed for paddling around, and their reddish to dark brown fur is long and brittle, perfect for drying out quickly on land. Small eyes, noses, and hairless ears are located high on their heads so that their faces remain exposed and alert when most of their body is submerged. Like other rodents, capybara's teeth grow continuously, and they wear them down by grazing on aquatic plants, grasses, and other plentiful plants. They also eat their own feces in the morning. That's when their poo is protein-rich from the high number of microbes digesting the previous day's meals. Because the grasses they eat are so hard to digest, eating their waste essentially allows them to digest it twice. Maybe that's the reason why they grow so big. Either way, that's still kinda gross. Number 6. The Giant Golden-Crowned Flying Fox. The giant golden-crowned flying foxbat is a rare species, and one that features very long wings. In fact, they're so long that it is often seen with them wrapped around the body like a cloak. The wings can end up being up to 5 feet wide when fully displayed. They weigh about 2.5 pounds and are considered to be the largest bat in the world. The bat has a face that looks very similar to that of a fox. They have a long snout that is very similar to those of canines, and they also have ears that are pointed rather than round like most species of bats, leading many people to call them foxes with wings. The only home of the giant golden-crowned flying fox is in the Philippines. The specific locations include Maitum and Mindanao. They live in deep caves as well as in the rainforests. They typically follow the routes of the river, and experts believe it is because they can easily find food sources along those areas. They are critically endangered and are pretty hard to spot out in the wild. Number 5. The Chinese Giant Salamander. The Chinese giant salamander does not fit the traditional definition of cute, but they do have quite a fan base. Growing to nearly 6 feet long and weighing roughly 140 pounds, the flabby creatures are the largest amphibians in the world. Their beady, lidless eyes peer out from broad, flat heads with blunt snouts, and their mud-colored bodies have short limbs and long tails. The species' slimy skin is not pleasant to pet either. Previously thought to be only one species, it has been recently discovered that there are actually roughly half a dozen species of Chinese giant salamander. During this study, scientists fully expected to find probably 2 or even 3 species of the amphibian. After all, finding out that there are actually more species of an animal than previously thought isn't that rare. Like in the case of the Mata-Mata turtle, an animal featured in one of our previous videos. What blew their minds is the fact that there were at least 5 species of the salamander, and that's what blew their minds pretty easily. However, humans might have already driven some of those species towards extinction. In their endemic habitat of Rocky Mountain streams and lakes in China, the critically endangered salamanders are threatened by poaching and human intervention. Number 4. The Saltwater Crocodile. Earth's largest living crocodiles, and some say the animal most likely to eat a human, is the saltwater or estuary crocodile. Average size males reach 17 feet and 1,000 pounds, but specimens 23 feet long and weighing 2,200 pounds are not uncommon. These salties, as Australians affectionately refer to them, have an enormous range, populating the brackish and freshwater regions of eastern India, Southeast Asia, and northern Australia. They are excellent swimmers and have often been spotted far out at sea. Classic opportunistic predators, they lurk patiently beneath the surface near the water's edge, waiting for potential prey to stop for a sip of water. They'll feed on anything they can get their jaws on, including water buffalo, monkeys, wild boar, and even sharks. Without warning, they explode from the water with a thrash of their powerful tails, grasp their victim and drag it back in, holding it under until the animal drowns. Number 3. The Southern Elephant Seal. The southern elephant seal is the largest carnivore living today. This seal's size shows extreme sexual dimorphism, possibly the largest of any mammal, with the males typically 5 to 6 times heavier than the females. While the females average 880 to 2,000 pounds and 8.5 to 9.8 feet long, the bulls average 2,200 to 4,900 to even 8,800 pounds, as well as 15 to 19 feet long. The record-sized bull shot in Possession Bay, South Georgia on February 28, 1913 measured 22.5 feet long and was estimated to weigh 11,000 pounds. Southern elephant seals dive repeatedly, each time for more than 20 minutes to hunt their prey, squid and fish, at depths of 1,300 to 3,300 feet. The documented diving records for the seals are nearly 2 hours for the duration and more than 4,600 feet in depth. They live in subantarctic and Antarctic waters that feature brutally cold conditions but are rich in the fish, squid, and other marine foods these seals enjoy. Southern elephant seals breed on land, but spend their winters in the frigid Antarctic waters near the Antarctic pack ice. Now it's time for today's best pick. In today's best pick, we have bears. But just which bear species is the biggest of them all? Well, we have a tie. Find out which 2 species are the biggest next with number 2. The polar bear and the Kodiak bear. The largest living land carnivores are the polar bear and the Kodiak bear, a brown bear subspecies. Since they have similar body sizes, it is not clear which is definitively larger. In both species, shoulder height has been measured at more than 5.2 feet and a total length at as much as 10 feet. The heaviest polar and brown bear weights recorded were respectively 2,210 pounds and 2,500 pounds. Polar bears roam the Arctic ice sheets and swim in that region's coastal waters. They are very strong swimmers, and their large front paws, which they use to paddle, are slightly webbed. Some polar bears have been swimming hundreds of miles from land, though they probably cover most of that distance by floating on sheets of ice. Kodiak bears, on the other hand, live exclusively on the islands of the Kodiak archipelago, and have been isolated from other bears for about 12,000 years. But despite being so isolated, their populations are healthy and productive. They enjoy relatively pristine habitats and well-managed fish populations. In most areas, the number of bears is stable, but there are some places where bear density is increasing. And bear density sounds horrifying, actually. Number 1. The blue whale. Blue whales are the largest animals ever known to have lived on Earth. These magnificent marine mammals rule the oceans at up to 100 feet long and upwards of 200 tons. Their tongues alone can weigh as much as an elephant, their hearts as much as an automobile. Blue whales reach these mind-boggling dimensions on a diet composed nearly exclusively of tiny shrimp-like animals called krill. During certain times of the year, a single adult blue whale consumes about 4 tons of krill a day. Blue whales are baleen whales, which means they have fringed plates of fingernail-like material called baleen attached to their upper jaws. The giant animals feed by first gulping an enormous mouthful of water, expanding the pleated skin on their throat and belly to take it in. Then the whale's massive tongue forces the water out through the thin, overlapping baleen plates. Thousands of krill are left behind and then swallowed. Did we leave your favorite big animal out? Let us know in the comment section down below. Want to watch more videos about amazing animals? Click on any of the videos you see on your screen. As always, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Later, everybody.